How's it going, guys? Oliver here from WinBeta, and today I'm going to examine the strengths and weaknesses of the new Surface Pen for the Surface Pro 4 and Surface Book, especially with regards to its predecessor, the third generation Surface Pen. The third generation pen, while a decent drawing stylus in its own right, suffered from a handful of drawbacks, such as having only 256 levels of pressure sensitivity, showing pronounced jitter when drawing slow diagonal strokes, being inconsistent in recognizing very light pressure strokes, and having noticeable latency in pen cursor tracking, which didn't actually affect the physical drawing experience and I think was improved through firmware optimizations as time passed. With the latest 4th generation pen, it improves significantly upon these faults, but doesn't eliminate all of them. The new pen, when paired with the new Surface Pro 4 or Surface Book, carries 1024 levels of pressure sensitivity, a difference which is noticeable in my opinion and brings it up to par with earlier Wacom pens. The new pen features 4 unique pen tips. All of the 4 custom pen tips have their own pleasant drawing characteristics with varying degrees of friction. While they're not as good as real pencils or even Wacom's Intuos lineup, they're not offensive unlike the previous pen. They're pleasant tools to work with. Pen tracking is also improved, being much more precise and responsive, and the latency issues have been reduced to the point where I think they're a non-issue. Unfortunately, the heavy-hitting issues still remain. Pen jitter when drawing slow diagonal strokes has improved from the previous pen, but it's still there. I personally have found this to be a non-issue, as I don't draw slow enough to be affected, and you can compensate for this issue by cranking up software stabilization in programs such as Clip Studio. Unfortunately, nothing will fully mitigate this problem. However, if you think this will be a big issue for you, I encourage you to try it anyway, as depending on how you draw your slow strokes, such as the level of zoom or the size of the brushes, you might not actually encounter this problem at all. One flaw that is a major issue for me, but may not be that big of an issue for others, is that the pen is still inconsistent at registering feather light strokes. Physical contact with the screen doesn't always result in ink being laid. While it's improved from before, this is one of those flaws where I think it's either perfect or it's completely broken, and there's no software or pressure sensitivity configuration to my knowledge that can fix this issue. Take a look at my Huion H610 tablet. As you can see, even the faintest physical contact with the tablet results in a perfect stroke. This is what I expect out of a $900 premium drawing device. All told, I'm not saying that the Surface Pro 4 is a bad drawing device. On the whole, it's excellent, easily one of the best portable drawing tools I've ever used. It's just not perfect. Now, no device is perfect, but the issues holding it back are the same issues that held it back last generation. It's so close to being perfect that it's frustrating it isn't there yet. Perfect display, perfect kickstand, perfect tracking, perfect palm rejection, virtually no parallax, nor any discernible delay in responsiveness. It's missing tilt unlike the iPad Pro, but that's something I could live without until the next generation. There isn't much for me to say outside of those 2 major flaws and that one feature omission because everything else is pretty much perfect. It's so close to being perfect that for those of you who are looking for a great drawing tablet, you owe it to yourselves to at least give this a shot, because if you can live with its only 2 real faults, I think you've gotten yourself one heck of a drawing machine.